The video clip that I'm going to show you today, we are starting to see this all across the US. Black Americans are starting to realize the truth. Democrats have been lying to them and using them for decades. In this clip, you are going to see some Black Americans crying out and pleading for help from Donald Trump. Now, I do understand why they're pleading for help. I mean, their cities are literally falling apart, but they really have no one to blame but themselves. By a very large majority, it is Black Americans for decades who have been voting in these leaders into their cities, and they've been watching them tear their cities apart year after year through horrendous policies. You can literally watch these cities crumbling, boarded up houses, business, economy falling, crime skyrocketing, and now all of a sudden they're starting to wake up. And although I do sympathize with them, the only reason they're really starting to wake up is because the money has now shifted from being given to these Black neighborhoods and Black communities, and not honestly a lot of money. Just enough money that the Democrats can dangle it in front of their faces and get them to vote for them. Democrats are now taking that money and shifting it over to illegal immigrants. And Black Americans are starting to see this. Now, I am glad that their eyes are being opened up to this, but they need to understand their community's issues are deeper than that. It's more than just money. And so hopefully they don't just focus on this one thing, because all it's going to take is for Democrats to once again dangle that carrot in front of their face, and then they'll just switch their votes right back over to Democrats. Let me show you this video clip and then I'll share a little bit more after. Check it out.
Strictly advocating for Black people. Trump, come in here, clean this mess up. The most corrupt city in the United States is the city of Chicago.
$9,000 going to illegals, but those who live here have not gotten funding yet. My husband is a veteran. Now, you know I got a heart for that. We got a lot of these on the streets.
So you can clearly hear the anger in their voice. I mean, they are pleading out for help. But again, you can see the focus is money. And they're seeing that Democrats have shifted their money to illegal immigrants. But if they think that somehow Donald Trump, if he's voted in as president, and I do believe he will be voted in as president, if they continue to vote into their local elections and their state elections, Democrats, Donald Trump is not going to be able to do anything. They're going to have to revamp their local governments and their state governments along with the federal government. And you're going to have to let that run for a while. And there's going to be some pain, because you're not going to be able to clean up these cities without some pain. Anything that's worthwhile is going to take hard work. It's honestly like anything in life. Say you want to get healthier. You're going to have to eat right. You're going to have to exercise. And you know what? It kind of sucks to do those things. And you got to do those things for a very long time. But if somebody starts dangling some desserts and cookies in front of your face, oh, those just look so good, and then you retreat back to that. You have to stay strong. And right now, I don't know if I'm sold out that these Black communities are going to be able to remain strong. Right now, I'm starting to think that they're just seeing like the surface of what's happening and the surface of these terrible Democrat policies, specifically focused on the money issues and the money being funneled away from their communities to the illegal immigrants that are coming into their communities. And I think they just need to dig down a little bit deeper than this. But this is still good, even if they're not entirely there yet. If this is the way that it starts, this is at least a starting point. But they got to give Trump and they got to give local conservative leadership a chance. What do you all think about this? Leave your comments below. I would love to hear from you. I'll catch you on the next video.